What's up, everyone? Thanks for coming out to episode 6 of Gene Wars. Man, I was getting all into the music, too.
Right?
It's hoping for another 30 seconds of that. That's all right. Yeah, how's everyone going, man? It's Friday night. Got a couple of awesome guests on that we're going to bring out here in a bit. See who we got here. Have to go through these. We got a bunch of people, too, so...
Do you want me to hit it? Oh, you got it?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Got RO.
What up, bro? Yeah,
Got big homie Shawn.
Shawn in the building. What up?
Big Duval.
And the other one, second guy. We got Mike. What up, Duval? Yeah, and it sucks too, man, because I was sitting there when I put his name in the Mike's and last name in there, the autocorrect changed it to something else. So I ended up at the last minute, I had to take it out real quick. But it changed his last name all funky. And then Mike told me about it. And I went and looked. I was like, oh, man. I know I had it right, but it changed it up. What up, Pierce?
Oh, Mitzi,
what up?
Tyson, what's up,
and we got Tyson. What up? Haven't seen you in a while, Tyson.
Hope all is good, man.
Yeah. Hopefully you're safe out there on the ship.
G-Paw. What up, G-Paw? Had a wonderful show last night with the Arachnacat, too, so go check that out.
Yeah, I got to go check out the replay. I missed a couple things lately.
Mike?
And then we got Mike. What up, Mike? How you doing? Another awesome guy right there. Make sure you go give him a follow if you aren't already. And we got Jamie. What up, Jamie from Morphs-Thunderdome? I know we've seen John here, too. I know he's not too far behind. We got Mark. What up, Mark? How you doing? Thanks for coming out, brother.
The rat bastard.
Yep, the rat bastard.
Let's see. Holy cow. Oh, we got Carl.
We got Carl. What up, Carl? How you doing? Another awesome guy. And Brave. We got this smoothie king right there. I think Brave's the only other person that has more smoothies than I do, man.
The Dead Man. Double dip.
Yep. Dead Walker. We got Nick. What up?
What's up, buddy?
Yep. How you doing, Nick? One of the RWO members.
There he is.
There he is, John. What up, John? How you doing, brother? Hope all is well with you. The other half of Morphs. And when usually we got Jason in here too, he must be busy or something.
Jason's he'll come in eventually.
And we got Christopher Walker. What up? How you doing, buddy? Hope all is well with you. And we got Dickie. Dickie, what up, man? Dickie's another awesome person. Everybody in here is awesome, though.
Santos.
And we got Santos. What up, man? How you doing?
Man, you guys are making me put in the work here.
I still got to find my mouse. I got one somewhere. I just never pulled it out yet.
Oh, you've been doing it without a mouse, huh?
Yeah, it's irritating. Imagine playing video games on there too.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think we're about there, man. I think we're caught up with the... We'll get you smurfed.
Who needs to be smurfed?
G-Paw.
We'll get you smurfed.
Well, glad everyone came out tonight and are joining us in another wonderful episode of Gene Wars. We want to go ahead and bring them on out to the stage so we can start doing it.
Yeah, let's get them out here. We've got Big Mike. What up, Mike? How you doing, buddy?
Mike, how you doing, sir?
What's up, Will? Appreciate you guys having me on. thanks to everybody in the chats that are always coming out each and every week.
What up, guys?
Appreciate everybody.
What up, Shawn? How you
Thanks
doing?
for having us on, guys.
Yeah, of course. Good to have you guys on here, man. We wanted to bring you out here. Me and Will were talking, and he was bringing it up. In fact, he's like, we need to get them on. And I was like, yeah, you're absolutely right. We do need to get them on here. So wanted to get you guys in here and get to know a little bit more about you guys and everything. So something I was going to say, but I'll leave it out for now. We'll end up bringing that up at one point in time, but
all right.
I almost kind of blew it.
Stuff for the middle.
I believe the fifth.
No, it's funny too, because actually that you mentioned that, Shawn, I had written everything out and I was sitting there as I did, and I was like, man, you know what? I actually should have had this like up a little further instead of a little later in the sequence, but that's all right, man.
Oh, it's good.
Me and Will got a bunch of stuff anyway, so. Shawn, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, man. My name's Shawn Fuller. I'm the owner of SJS Exotics LLC. I'm also the host of the Big Homies Breakdown, the Big Homies Corner, and yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I go to shows a lot. I'm out and about. I'm pretty personable. You walk up to me and be like, hey, bro, I see you. And I'll talk to you just like we've known each other for years. You know? So, yeah, don't be afraid to come say hi.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's funny because that's what I was going to talk about in a bit was the Big Homies, and you just kind of broke that sequence. So, thank you.
Damn.
Good job, Shawn.
No, that's awesome though. No, that's fine because we're going to still be talking about that. So,
yes.
What about you, Mike?
What's up, everybody? I'm Mike Duvall, owner of Morph Avenue at Lansing, Michigan. I've been breeding. This is my third year breeding. I work with Sunset, Clown, and Pie combos. I don't have a whole lot. I'm up to, I think, 20 right now. I've been shows in Michigan, a couple of shows in Michigan. I do ship and also co-host of the Big Homies Breakdown and the Big Homies Corner.
Yeah, best co-host in the game, bro. Sorry, keep going.
Oh no, you're good. Gonna try to make it to Tinley in March. We'll see what happens with that. And I'm a blind breeder. I mean, a lot of people that's been on these shows, watch the shows frequently, they know. But if you're new to it, yeah, I'm blind, and just get out there and do it. And don't let your dreams stop you.
Right,
People
absolutely.
You can't do it. Just keep moving.
Dude, all right. So, actually, the last couple of shows, Mike, we've been kind of working with you actually running backstage.
Yeah, I've been trying to run the backstage with my computer. The past couple of shows, like you were saying, we started the live, and my computer was talking, and normally it doesn't. I got to figure out something to figure that out. Yeah, I'm trying to run the backstage with using my JAWS program, which is an assistive technology program for computers.
Right?
Yeah, it's like a robot. It reads to me everything on the screen. Just trying to be more independent and helping Shawn with that as much as I can on my side.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's pretty cool to sit there and hear. It's like a lot of people that do are in the industry actually do know about you. There's those few that might not, but yeah, it's interesting for people to sit there and know you, like that you're blind, but you can sit there and do all that stuff. You're still able to keep reptiles and take care of them, and also know which one's which. You could go to any tub and go, oh, well, I know where that snake's going to be, and go to that spot and grab it. So.
Yeah, a lot of memorization, remembering who's in what tub. But the more I grow, I just use other, I wouldn't say technology, other things that I have in my blind toolbox to help me out with that. So
nice.
100% G-Paw. He hit that nail right on the head.
Yeah.
Yep. Nothing can stop you, Big Mike.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was a great show last night, G Paul, over there on Untamed and Unhinged with Cat. That was a great show.
Yeah,
It was.
it really was. And he's going to end up having his own show too here eventually. So everyone keep an eye out for that.
Dude, look, Big
Yeah.
Big Mike keeps trying to get me to feed my snakes with a blindfold on. The closest I did is I went to my ARS rack over here, and I went to like the second row where I have to use the step ladder to get up to the top 2 rows and take a peek in. So I tried that shit. Man, them girls were flying everywhere, dude. I almost got tagged 3 or 4 times. I almost probably peed my pants once or twice.
Yeah,
I don't know how Mike does this, bro, because he's like, oh yeah, just open it if it's heavy in the front. I know they're there. Like, bro, breeding season, these girls are lunging at you, bro.
yeah.
The only one I have really lunged is that leopard clown girl.
Yeah, because she knows what she's doing. She wants to eat.
It's the leopard and the clown.
Good girl,
that
bro.
makes her
Don't let her
feisty.
go.
Yeah. I mean, the other ones will hit them pretty hard, but by that time I've got them in the. I use I think it's an 18-inch pair of tongs I got from Pangea.
Oh,
I
okay.
use those feeding tongs.
Nice. Yeah, it's not so easy, man. Putting on a blindfold and trying to do that. That's pretty tough. Especially like you said, not knowing where any of those snakes are at. But
Yeah, bro. I look. The closest I did was just not got on the step stool and try to feed the second row with, not looking.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't have any tall racks.
was
My tallest rack
wild,
is probably almost 4 foot tall, so it's kind of they're not too tall like the ARS 10 level
Yeah.
or whatever. But eventually, I'll work up to those.
nice.
Yep, I'm looking forward to that show.
That's
Wherever
awesome.
he does it at. Oh,
When I
yes.
do it, I'm gonna take my hand and tip it up to the top like I'm dunking it.
Dickie, full stack.
So I do have a question for both of you. We'll start with Shawn and then we'll go to Mike after. When did your obsession come with like reptiles? When did you start actually getting into them? And
So,
what made you get passionate about it?
all right, so that's too easy. We can get right to that. So as a young boy living in the 80s, we weren't allowed to stay in the house. So my passion started there. Was outside chasing the frogs and the blue bellies and the red racers and the blue racers and the black racers and all the different snakes in California, the king snakes, bro. We were just after all of them. But, we didn't do any of the rattlesnakes or nothing. We weren't dumb. I mean, we was wild as kids, but, and it was just like, all right, well, I can't never keep a snake or a reptile at home. My dad's like, no snakes. And my mom's like, nah, I'm cool. So I got to play with the snakes and stuff outside. And that's kind of where everything started. Then I joined the Army in the year 2000, and I was in the barracks, and I'm like, man, this sucks. I want a pet. But you can't have pets in the barracks. But you can have ball pythons, though. They don't make noise. You could get a mat for under the tank. You're all set, dude. I had my setup in the closet with the freaking clothes right on top of it, like on the where you hang up everything.
Right.
Nobody ever knew. Nobody ever knew.
That's awesome, man.
And then, I had to get deployed and whatnot. So all those animals just kind of disappeared for a bit because I had a collection, dude, but it was getting hard to keep them hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's
So
funny that you said that because there was a breeder about 10, 12 years ago at least now. I was looking at getting a collection and everything. This guy had, I think, excuse me, I think it's in Thrifty Nickel. There's a place, a newspaper that's called Thrifty Nickel. It's for free. Like you got to pay to put your stuff, for sale in there, but they actually just put it out and you could just go get it for free out of the stands. Well, there was a guy that had his collection in there, or Craigslist something, and I was looking, and he was in the military, and he was having to travel somewhere else. They were stationed him to another spot. So it's kind of funny to hear your story with that. You know what I mean? Where like this guy actually had to sell his snakes and everything before he got stationed somewhere else.
Yep. Oh yeah. Before my deployment, man, I was, had a bunch of snakes, bro, and I had to let all of them go. All of them had to go.
That's
and then
tough.
so I did my time in the military, and I was like, I'm not buying another reptile again. Even though I lived off post, I was married, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
I was just like, no, I can't do that again. So I stayed away from them. Fast forward to 5 years ago, I went to my first show with my daughter Shannon to a show me show, and I'd never been to a reptile show before, so I thought it was kind of cool. We went in there and saw all that they had to offer, bro. Like all the animals that were there and everything. It was a cool event. And my daughter kind of looked at me and she's like, "Dad, can we get ball pythons?" And I was like, "If I can convince your mom we can make money out of it, yes, we can do it." So I did some research and I was like, you know what? People are actually making money doing this stuff. And then I was like, all right. So I bought a bunch of snakes. I didn't do no research. I was just like, whatever looks good to me. I don't know what my favorite genes are. I don't know what a project is. None of it. I just went and bought like 7 ass snakes. Most of them were males. You know what I mean? So like I basically came with the old, I don't know what the hell I'm doing swinging for the fences. But yeah, so my daughter Shannon is definitely one of the one of the S's here on the SJS.
Nice.
And it's basically her who rekindled the fire for the love of the reptiles and stuff. And now I've got a whole ass living room full of reptiles and mealworms and dubia roaches and leopard geckos and crusties, and bro, it's wild. And then you get into the hobby a little more and you're like, all right, if you really want to make money, what do you need to do? You need to sell feeders. The ball pythons, bro, that's the long game. You're not going to be rich overnight with ball pythons unless you do something like Miguel, where he sold like a couple of his businesses and then bought high-end shit,
Right.
I'm not that guy. I have to do it a different way. I had to kind of rearrange everything and find out what a project was and what I was going to do. And then I figured out I liked hypoclown pies. And then I found out what DG was, and I was like, I've got to throw that in there too. So it's going to be a long time before it gets to that step.
Nice.
And, so I've been going at it ever since. Next year will be my 5th year come April.
Nice.
So 5 years you've been breeding for?
Yeah, 4 years. It'll be 5 in April. So
okay.
Almost 5.
Duval, how about you?
Mike, can't hear you, buddy.
Oh, you're muted, sir.
Microphone on. All right, how about now?
Yeah, we got
you. Sorry. Of course, I was born in '86. Wrestling, WWF at the time. Jake the Snake Roberts, watching him and Damien, and I had an older cousin. He was 6 years older than me. He had a big albino Burmese python back in 94, 95. I was in middle school, in 96. Got my first ball python and we'll take it to pick up my sister from elementary school. We only lived 4 or 5 blocks. And I got an iguana, put the iguana on my shoulder, and everybody thought I was faking rubber and give it a banana or something. And they're just looking around, and they thought it was pretty cool, scratching his chin and stuff. And then eventually, in 2006, I got big albino Burmese, 10-foot albino male. Rescued him. Then, of course, everybody probably had a red-tailed boa back in the day. Had that. Met my girlfriend, fiance, which is now my wife, for almost 18 years. She was pregnant, and albino Burm, I would always let him out, and he climbed up on the computer desk, and she's like, "It's me and the baby or the snakes?" And think about it every day. It's like, yeah, it might have been cheaper just to keep the snakes, but now I got kids that, they help out my wife, and, I could see then and can't see now. And eventually we moved to Michigan. I sold everything, and, you'll never get snakes again. It's like, okay. So then finally, probably 2016, 17, was watching listening to Brian Barczyk on, YouTube, following him for quite a while, trying to figure out, what was what and different snakes. And finally in 2017, 18, I bought a pair of boas. It was an Anery and a hypo, sharp strain albino. And then the other one was a orange tail hypo, pastel dream, het sharp male. Grew them up for about a year because I watched Brian and, egg bound, ball pythons. I said, well, I don't want to incubate them, and, I don't want to, it takes too long. And it's like, well, how am I going to have live babies with the boas? And, excuse me. Then I was like, no, you can get away from the boas. I sold them, and the guy I sold them to, about a year and a half after that, he produced some what they call sun dreams, which is the orange tail hypo, pastel dream, sharp strain albino with the Anery. Doug Matusak out of Cleveland, Ohio. He's also visually impaired / blind. He's been doing it for 39 years.
Oh, wow.
One of the OG breeders.
Nice.
That nobody hardly really knows about, I guess. You talk to him in, a couple years. So I sold them, and then 2021, 2022, started looking at some different genes that Brian was posting and how he was describing them. That he was talking about his sunset stuff, how, he imported it and ran it through the collection and was nothing there. And, and he held some back, and then, people stole them that was working for him and stuff like that. And then I think Brian Cusco sent him one, and then started following that sunset stuff. And then talking to a friend of mine, Craig, from Cade Farms LLC there in Michigan. He had some sunset stuff. He got it from Brad Boa, which Brad Boa got it from Brian Barczyk, that lineage there. Met Brian Barczyk in 2022 of October, right before he got diagnosed with the cancer in February of 23. I wanted to get some stuff directly from Brian, and Brian said that he was still producing stuff. He was going to be producing some, that 2023 year. Unfortunately, never did get to get any from Brian, but the sunset gene, everybody said that, it's kind of brown, this and that. Nobody likes it. I was like, I can't see it anyway, so it really doesn't matter to me. I'm just going to work with it, and who knows, I might be able to be one of the few that could produce something that, might wow people. I picked up a couple of them in December 2022 and just keeping my collection kind of small. So
nice. Not going too big, huh? Just keeping it kind of to a limit. And...
Yeah, just keeping them pretty decent in the genes and stuff. It took me a little while to remember. Like,
right.
I found, heterozygous, it's like with my ADHD and dyslexia, it's like, if I pair this with that, will I get that? No, you won't. Then I bought let me go back a minute. In 2019, I bought a leopard het clown female and a pastel het clown male. Well, at the time, they were $450 and like $350. And the female ate the male. The male was a little bit smaller than the female. Put him in a bag. Took him home from the show, and the female ate the male.
Jeez.
So I was like, oh man, I got to get rid of her. So I sold her. Then Now I'm working with the sunset stuff and leopard clown and the pied and stuff like that. So
Yeah, that's and that's one of the questions actually that I was going to be asking you guys too. What genes you guys are working in your collections? Did you have a question, Will?
Oh no, I'm just tripping out on the ball python eating the ball python, man.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to go back. I was actually going to ask him too. Like, so was that a ball python that you were just talking about eating another ball python?
yeah, it was a leopard het clown female ate the pastel het clown male. The bag was tied, and I don't know. I mean, you couldn't tell that it was in her body, but it wasn't there.
What? Wow.
So she ate it.
Wow. Well, I guess it could happen.
I thought only king snakes and stuff like that, king cobras, king snakes, but
Bro, don't say that shit, man. I got some males in the tubs right now, bro. I'm about to go check.
You better run and go check, make sure.
Bro,
Make sure you ain't got no Jeffrey Dahmer snake or nothing going on.
Right.
But it was a Medusa or something, man. She ate him. I mean, he wasn't that much smaller than her, but he wasn't in that bag.
See, women win.
Hey, you should have gave that snake a snack before you took her and put that dude in there. Oh,
yep.
Man, she better be putting out some nice clutches after that. You'd have to any male you put with her, man. You'd want to be watching them.
Yeah, I got rid of her ass.
Not
4 days later, so.
Wow.
Jeez.
I don't want to get anything expensive. Well, hell, those are expensive to me. I was like, man, I can't afford no $300 or $400 snake. And my one daughter's 1-in-1. It's like, all right, well, we could produce a possible pastel leopard clown, if we hit the all gene animal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just was trying to learn genetics at the time and stuff, and it was way before shed testing and stuff like that. So
nice, that's awesome.
And I've been putting a lot of trick into this whole project too. So trick and arroyo and a little bit of champagne on the side. There's a few things I want to do with champagne, and then Val kind of blew it all up for me. I was like, yeah, I'm down the right path. Look at that shit right there. That's fire. Right? I was a little scared and kind of reluctant to do anything with champagne because as a business, you got to think, is it going to sit in my rack for a long time? Will I be able to get it to a new home? Yeah. You got to weigh all those things up too. And champagne's one of those ones that could sit in your rack for a little while. So I only got a couple of them.
Right.
And they're females. So
nice. How long have you been breeding for, Mike?
I started breeding 2023. 2020, yeah. So 2024 was my first clutch. I started in 2023, didn't get anything. I had some pieds putting with the clowns, try to get double hats. They never produced anything. Then 2024, I threw that pied male. Come to find out, I got an inchy yellow belly. I traded it for a rack, animal plastic PVC rack. And then I was like, all right. I told my daughter. She's like, oh, man, she's so nice. And, and she's like, all right, we'll breed her. And she goes, I don't think it's pied. I was like, well, if not, all the babies would be het pied, inchies, some yellow bellies, normal, het pied stuff. And then that 60 days come, and then she's like, all right, it's time to cut it. So we videotaped it. We recorded it. And the second egg I cut was a pied. It was a yellow belly pied.
Nice, man. That's awesome.
And she was like, holy shit, it's a pied. I was like, I told you. She goes, how do you know? You can't, because how you can tell some of them might have a ringer or the tracks, on the het pied stuff, but this one doesn't have anything. And I was like, if you sit there and think about it, you go on Morph Market or anybody, generally they're going to put pied in like inchy yellow belly stuff or pied clowns or yellow belly pied. Most everything might be het pied. So I was like, it's a 50-50 shot. We'll see what happens. And come to find out she was het pied.
Oh, man.
Worked out, man. The guy,
I had a GHI fire girl like that 2 seasons ago. I put a GHI hypo male to her, and I was just hoping for some hits. Bro, half the clutch was hypo. I was like, oh, bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
And the guy I got her from,
Bonus.
he got it from the rat breeder where I get all my rats and stuff. And I was telling him about it. He goes, who'd you get it from? And I told him, he goes, he got that for me. He goes, it probably het pied. I was like, yeah, I just cut it and there was two yellow belly pies in there. He's like, man, that's awesome.
That is awesome, Mike.
Nice. That's pretty cool, Mike. And yeah, you had a few months back you had a het sunset to a het sunset, and you ended up cutting that clutch, and we got to see you had a beautiful sunset come out of that.
Yep. I had a het sunset female and a double het sunset clown male. My wife, I think I had 7 or 8 eggs. 1 or 2 of them went bad. And she's like, don't throw this one away. She goes, keep it. It looks calcified already, you know, when she laid it. And I was like, all right, you sure? She goes, yeah, it has some veins and stuff, you know. And she goes, just keep it, put it to the side and mark it. And then when I cut them on the live, like the night before was September 5th, I had a dream that there was twins in there. And there was sunset. And she goes, oh, you're just full of shit. I was like, no, I'm serious. The next day was Brian Barczyk's birthday. I was like, yep, perfect time to cut him. It was like day 58, 59, something like that. So I'm going to cut him on the live. So when I cut it, I could feel one real small, but I couldn't, you know, feel the bottom of it was like real hard, kind of like a hard-boiled egg on the bottom. And then, you know, we went through and said, yeah, that's a sunset. But about 3 or 4 days later, they all come out except for that sunset male. I didn't know it was a male, a sunset at the time. I was like, damn, he's awful small. So opened it up because there was no yolk in it. Excuse me, popped him out. And I was like, oh, shit, there's a twin. Look. And she goes, yeah, you're right. There is a twin in there. And it didn't develop all the way. It was kind of like a hard-boiled egg. But he's doing pretty good.
Nice.
And William, he helped my daughter the other day. She went to pick him up for our friend's house because that's where I have all my snakes. And so she took him down there, and he gave him a fuzzy for me to help. He's still real small, so we're just feeding him. And he's eating pretty good. So.
Nice. Yeah, it's kind of funny. You were just telling me about that story that you had about the dream and everything. I was telling my wife what I had on one of my clutches. I had a het pied to het pied, and so I was like, there was a couple windows and a couple of the eggs, and so I was looking. I'm like, with my X-ray vision and everything, I could see that I had pied. And what's so funny, Shawn? I got X-ray vision. Are you jealous? Don't be hating, buddy.
No, bro, I'm calling you over, bro, as soon as the eggs start coming.
With Sammy and his pink stuff and brown.
Check it out, Shawn. You don't really want to call me over for that part, bro. So I was like, I went and I cut these eggs, and I cut all the eggs, and I didn't have one pied in there. So whatever X-ray vision that I thought I seen that I had some pies, it didn't work out in my favor. Yeah.
Yeah, if you were Sammy or Val, you would have had 6 eggs. 5 of them would have been pies.
Probably. Actually, I should have went back to my lucky thing that I got in there. I shouldn't have went with thinking I could have X-ray vision. So this time I got my different approach. I'm gonna hit odds pretty good on this. And I got a couple hets coming up too, actually. So, and both pairings are het to het. So it's gonna be a complete. Who knows? Might hit good, might not, but.
Well, let the odds be with you.
Yeah, I think the odd gods are going to be with me on this one. I'm going to hit pretty good, so yeah. I'm not too worried about it.
Bro, like a Pokemon show.
Mm-hmm.
Them all.
Yes,
sir. The year of the snake, you got till the 31st, so get them in there and get them pregnant. And
that's true. I'm glad you said that, Mike. I try to preach that all the time, man. This whole year, I've always mentioned it. Keep grinding. It's the year of the snake, man. Keep pushing, keep grinding. It's the year of the snake. Like, come on, finish it through, man. You got what, 26 days or something like that left, 27.
I know.
There. Just keep pushing.
This year, there was like 5 or 6 people had sets of twins this year.
Nice. There's been a lot of clutches, man. Honestly, a lot of different breeders. There's been really nice things that have came out of their clutches.
Yeah.
whether they hit the odd gods were in their favor, or they just came out and hit some like crazy stuff that you would have never guessed that, you know, I mean, you're still going, why do they have that? What's in there? You know, it's kind of, it's interesting.
Yeah, you only got 2 snakes, and like, damn, who's your daddy clutch? And I only got 2 snakes. And the male and the female put together, and it's unbelievable what some of these great people are producing. So,
absolutely. Let's see here. So, I think we went over, what gene you guys are pretty much working. What is a project you guys are looking forward to? Rather like this year, I mean, say one this year or this season that's coming up, and even one in the future or whatever.
I'm looking forward to adding DG to my project now, currently, like seeing all that stuff with hypo and DG and how it interacts. That's how I want to see my clown pilots. You know what I mean? It's just like, I like the clown pilots, but I think the hypo and the DG are such a well together enhancement for any animal. Like, they just go together.
I think if you put hypo with anything, for the most part, it improves it a lot. If you put DG with anything, it improves it a lot. If you put ghost and or hypo and DG together, yeah, that takes it to that other level. It's like they kind of got their different things going on. So, I mean, it just takes it to that next level of having that crisp, just really clean, bright snake. It does a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just recently added DG myself. I've been wanting it for a while. It was kind of a weird thing. I wanted it back and forth, and I ended up getting it. So, yeah, I'm happy about it.
Oh, yeah, and I might even try to throw some Ultra Mail into that eventually, too, because I know somebody's working some projects pretty close to mine.
Yeah, that's right. Nice. We're working some similar stuff. So that's probably one of your main projects that you're really looking forward to, is like the Hypo Fight Clown project, huh? And then like throwing the DG in there.
Yeah, I think next year will be the first big push to adding DG to the genes. This year, I'm just trying to get more DG added to the collection. For the most part, it's through pairings, so I can save a little money. But hopefully I can turn around and make a couple good investment purchases and level that one up quite a bit.
Yeah, nice. What about you, Mike?
This year, I might pair my OD Sunset male to the Het Sunset. Just produce some more sunsets, females. I've got to shed test a couple of them that hatched this year. They're visual clown, possible Het Sunsets. Eventually I want to work in the VPI Xanthic, and then maybe some puzzle within a couple of years with the sunset site with the Ultramel too. I know it's going to be longer for me, trying to get those in there, but I have all the time. Eventually some Ultramel hypo stuff. Like I said, the Xanthic, put that in some sunset. Bob Vu was talking about that. He's going to be doing some pairings, but that'll be, 2 to 3 years from now.
Right.
So
patience.
Next year or so.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see the Xanthic and the sunset together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because a lot of people are doing, sunset clowns, sunset clown pieds, hypo sunset clowns, stuff like that. But that's the big breeders, and I'm just doing it the long way, the affordable way for me. Eventually, I'll get there, but I'm not in no hurry. Everybody's made, all this stuff first, and I'm not the one that wants to make it first. I just want to produce it and, just go from there. I like to put some calico stuff in too, with the Sunset Cypress Calico OD, stuff like that. So.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
that
different-
would be pretty cool. I mean, Calico, I think, looks good in a lot of things. Calico is one of my favorite scenes, period.
Especially some of the OD Calico stuff that Sammy has. I'd like to do some collaborations with Sammy with some sunset stuff, send him some sunset stuff, and work that Calico in it. And so,
Hear that, Sammy?
I told him this year if he wanted me to, I would send him that OD Sunset mail, but he said we'll wait. So,
nice. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I'd really like to see that Calico in that sunset. I don't think I've seen it yet. I don't know if I've seen anybody do it.
I got one Calico girl. She's possibly Yellow Belly. So I put my super asphalt to her. She's a vanilla, inchy Calico, possibly Yellow Belly. And I swear, boy, if I hit on them freeway combos, ooh, that Calico's good.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I want to see that for sure.
freeway asphalt stuff that confuses the hell out of me. So I can stay away from it. It's like this and this is a freeway. No, that's an asphalt. No, that's a driveway or parkway. I'm saying, no, it's okay. I'll just stay out of that game.
It's a court.
There's a bike path too.
So, do you guys plan on? Are you just working ball pythons right now, or is there any other species that you guys also work?
I've got geckos. I enjoy geckos a lot. I've got cresteds. I've got. I just got guards and tokays. But I have leopards and cresteds, and I just got into some guards and tokays on a nice little trade. So I didn't get a lot, but I mean, they're kind of expensive too for some of them.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I just do the ball pythons for right now until I have a way to, expand more.
What are you thinking about doing later on, Mike, if you expand?
If I had help, I mean, my daughters, they're willing to help, but like the tegus are like puppy dogs. I don't know how hard they are. I don't know too much about them. I mean, I'd like to do some tegus.
They're nice.
Yeah, the tegus are pretty cool.
Yeah, my daughter wants some geckos, some gargoyle geckos. But I don't know. Because we bought one from Tinley a few years ago, and it didn't live very long. We had to set up everything before we got it, like about a month and a half before we got it, and it lived like 2 weeks and died. So
man.
It was like $150.
That's brutal.
But we contacted them and they refunded us the money, and so.
So you think you'll get in any other species like tarantulas or anything, or?
For me?
Yeah.
Hell no.
I ain't getting into no tarantulas. Sorry, Cat. Sorry, Andy. This blind guy ain't messing with no spiders. That's why I don't feed live.
Oh,
I feed
man,
live
they
and
ain't
grab a hold of them. They lock down on my finger, and you're slamming them on the table, and they don't let go. No, I'll be frozen thaw. Thank you. Or if one gets out, like my friend, she has them in her basement, animals in the basement, and I was feeding live and had a hopper mouse, and there wasn't nobody there but me. And I'm on the floor trying to find this damn thing.
Shit.
Kind of like, what was it? The Little Rascals with the dude trying to catch the frog. Yeah, that was me trying to catch the damn mouse.
Nice. Mark said Mike is getting another berm whenever he's ready.
Yeah, if I had the room, I'd like to get another berm.
Heck yeah.
That's next on my list, I think.
So yeah, I'd like to get a Burmese either from Kevin, Mark, or Dylan. I mean, I have help, with it, but financially right now, I'm just waiting. That's another reason why that I haven't got another guide dog. It's not that I can't afford it, but I just want to, have that time to grieve grieve for my other one, that I lost
Yeah.
last year.
Hear you there. Hear you there.
But, vet
takes
bills and stuff like that. Yeah, vet bills. I mean, all I have to do is pay for the dog food, which is $60 or $70 a month. But the vet bills, they can add up. If something was to happen, they reimburse you. This is the only guide dog school in America, or that you pay for your vet bills and they reimburse you if needed. They're not
That's
federally
awesome.
funded or anything like that. They're all privately funded. So, but eventually, I'll get there.
Yeah, like you said, it just takes time, man. I lost quite a few dogs too. It's like every year I lost a dog. Lost one this year and last year. I think the year before that got skipped, but the year before that we hit one, and so we finally got a new pug like about 8 months ago. But I still haven't even got another pit bull yet. I'm just waiting for a few reasons, but
it's
that's
hard.
kind of one of them. Like you said, it just not really ready. When the time's right, you'll do it.
Bro, I feel that 100%. But like, I had 2 dogs pass from cancer, but I always have this weird. I don't know if it's like my OCD or what, but I gotta have 2 dogs at the same time. Like, if you have 2 dogs in your house, you probably have a non-dog aggressive dog because they're used to another dog. It just helps me work with them better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Like the older one will train the younger one. I always have. It's almost like a Sith, like one that has the power and the other to crave it.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, mine. He was 11 and a half, and my wife got that new dog for her. Her service dog, and he was running and pulling at him. He was about a Malinois Dutch Shepherd mix, and the old man, he just was jumping up there with him, and you never thought he would have had cancer, and then kind of find out he had hemangiocarcinoma.
Oh man!
And when he had that surgery, you bring him home. I didn't think he was gonna make it. $9,000 later, the dog school paid for it. Bring him home, and the pup, he was maybe a year old at the time, and he's just like, all right, dude, what's this? And he's licking his face and didn't jump on him, didn't pull, didn't run around or anything. Like he knew something was wrong. And so,
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think that's pretty cool. They help out with paying it, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Helps people in need and stuff, and that could use a dog, help out with whatever, whether it be a disability or whatever.
Yeah.
Just to cope with something, it's like.
Yeah, the guide dogs alone, they're $60,000 for the training and all that stuff, and
it's expensive.
The harness is like $450. The leash is $100, and it's all sweetened leather, and I mean they really put pride in.
Damn, they got the Gucci ones, huh?
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
Last, and I mean they're just amazing stuff what they do and help people. They actually started back in World War II, right after World War II. Well, during World War II, actually, for blind veterans in World War II that lost their vision. That's why they opened the dog school.
That's awesome. Heck yeah, man.
And by the way, Vance, I got a brindle 3 years ago.
You got a what?
I got a brindle 3 years ago. It took me a while to get another pit, man. My first one was a red nose, like the fawn color.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he was amazing, and I lost him to cancer. He was only 7 years ago. Cancer. The whole body had cancer. It was like, what? Like, he was still running and jumping for the ball, and like you didn't even think there was nothing wrong with him.
And then it just took over quick, huh?
And it was like, well, what the hell? It was cancer. Pit bulls are sick. They could be sick and you won't even know it.
No, the pit bulls are really resilient. Like, those dogs are strong, and they won't cry or let you know anything's wrong with them, even though they're really hurting and shit. Like, it's crazy how strong they are.
You ever get yours to pull?
Like, pull me?
Anything. A sled, pull a tire, pull anything.
Yeah, I've gotten them to pull on things before. I did a lot of tug of war with them and shit though too. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So that
dude,
was always
please love
fun.
that shit. I love playing tug of war.
Speaking about pulling,
They're strong.
we adopted a lab, Great Pyrenees. She had parvo, like 6 weeks old. They're like, well, you can pay $10 to get the medicine, or we can put her down. I was like, I'm not gonna put her down. So she was about a year and a half old, and my daughter, she was probably almost two at the time. She had one of those monkey backpacks with a leash. The leash looked like a tail from the monkey, and I hooked it around the collar of the dog, threw the ball, and she drug her through the yard. I thought that was pretty funny.
Jeez,
it was hilarious. She's like, "Where am I going?"
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I had a blue and gold macaw parrot too. He'd sit on my shoulder and I kiss him, and he'd lick my ear and had a Hawaiian punch. And one time my daughter's like, put him right here. My Otis. I put him up there and he sits there for a minute. And she takes off running. He clamped on her shoulder.
Nice.
It was fun. Wish I had videos of it.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. We're going to be doing, me and Will's going to be doing something here in a few weeks and everything for Christmas. So make sure you guys stay tuned and everything, because I've got something kind of planned, and I might have to send you guys something. So it could take a little bit of a process. So make sure you guys all do stay tuned for that too.
While you're in the chats, listen to us. Make sure you smash that like button. Go share it out.
Man, smash the like button. There should be way more likes than what we got right now.
Even if you don't like me or Shawn, make sure you smash that button. Willing fans.
Thank you guys. We appreciate it.
Hey, I told Vance earlier, I had to send him the screenshot. I don't know if you guys got your YouTube in review yet, but I got mine today. And my top 5 creators for the 2025 year, Vance was number 5. I watched the 5th most out of all the different. There was like 200 different creators I watched throughout this year.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome to see that. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought it was cool too, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I saved my 5, but go ahead. Sorry, Vance.
Oh, you're good. No, I was actually kind of wanting to get back to you guys. I just wanted to mention that game before we went any further. I know I definitely got to run some commercials here in a bit too. But we still got some more questions and some stuff for you guys. But also we have the 15 minutes of lame with Chris at the Fat Man Nation. So I hope everybody's sitting there putting your votes in every day. You could vote every 24 hours on there. You've got 14, I believe, different people from just whatever breeders. It could be a single breeder or married couple or whatever, or even 3 people in a bunch or 4. But there's a bunch of different awesome breeders out there and everything. So
for sure,
definitely a lot of cool people. So shout out to all them. But definitely go show some love to Justin and Alex from Pressure Pythons, and show some love out to John, Jamie, and Jason at Morphs, another awesome group of people. So go give them some love and give them some votes.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Vance, I'm trying to actually get something set up for Saturday for anybody that's on the 15 minutes of lame. Since we don't have a big homies breakdown this Saturday, I mean, why not use that for them to kind of get there? Whoever wants to jump in, I don't care.
There you go.
They could just jump in, come in, hang out, leave, or hang out for the whole show. It's up to them, man. This is their platform. I'm just, posting it.
So make sure you go watch them Saturday. I'm sure Mike's even going to jump on there most likely. So he's usually the co-host I'd say 100% of the time. So he should be on
vacation until the January 3rd. So.
Okay, well, he's on vacation. So I was going to say 99% of the time he's there. So don't listen to what I said. You can still go out there and just see him, but Mike won't be there. No problem, John. You guys are awesome. So,
that was a great show they had Wednesday night over there on Morphs.
Yeah, I did catch some of that. I did. Unfortunately, I don't think I got to catch the whole thing, so I got to go catch some of the replay on that.
Yeah.
Hey, look, bro, I'm still stuck on the whole 4-wheel drive thing, man. I love it. Hey, every time I put on my slippers, I'm like, I'm going in 4-wheel drive.
The battleship was awesome too. The one that John put out.
Should I go into 4-wheel? Bro.
Okay, we actually got done with that one.
Hopefully, you guys are staying warm up there, John, up there in Wisconsin.
Where the second best dairy cows come from.
I think the other day it was like -14.
Woo.
Iowa was -14 yesterday. So.
Woo. Hey, man, my knees can't take that type of cold, man. I'll be all locked up in my room all day under a blanket talking about it hurts.
Yeah, I'll be dying, man. I'm good.
Give me my gay.
Right? I was expecting you to say how many years. So, okay, how did you and Mike meet?
That's a funny story. You want to tell the story, Mike, or should I?
Yeah, Shawn first, sir.
No, actually, I was asking both of you, so you can answer Mike if you want.
Me and Shawn, we were on a podcast with Brian over there at Sky High Morphs, and they parted ways, and then I parted ways, and then reached out to Shawn, and we did one show together, the Big Homies Breakdown, that Saturday.
Yep.
And then after that,
pilot show.
Separated for a little bit, and then finally reached back out to Shawn. Shawn said he was going to start a new show, and then it's history from there.
Nice.
I actually did one episode of the Big Homies Breakdown with Celtic Balls, Jeff and Angie.
Oh, nice.
That's the only show I really done solo. So
I was backstage then, but
yeah, he was backstage, but there were some things going on, and he didn't want to ruffle the water. Neither did I. I was just like, let shit play out the way it needs to play out, and then you'll be back one day.
Yeah, Shawn always said, who the hell is Mike?
So number 2.
Shawn was on the fence. Who the hell is Mike? I don't know who the hell Mike is. Who's this guy, Mike? I don't know.
I didn't know who he was, man. I had so many other choices in my mind. And actually, at the time, I had reached out to people before I'd met Big Mike and like Craig. And then Craig's like, dude, I just started something with Billy. And I'm like, oh, you suck. And it was kind of, I was getting into the wall all the time. And I'm like, you know what? I was almost about to be done with it. But then that whole situation on that other channel, I'm going to treat him like Voldemort. I don't speak his name or his channel. The channel I don't speak of. Anyways, y'all got me sidetracked, man.
Yeah, Jeff and Angie are pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
they're awesome people. I got an
interview for a first show, man.
Definitely.
Go ahead, sorry, Vince.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah, they're really great people. I got to do an interview with them, and like you said, really myself, I got it was kind of one of the same things. They were kind of one of my first interviews, first couple at least. So they're like
come on the show?
Huh?
Did Juicy come on the show?
Juicy G.
I don't remember if she came on, but I did talk to her in the chats at one time. So that was definitely nice, or at least got to talk to Jeff about Juicy, his feelings on her and everything. But yeah, definitely. They're awesome people, man. They're definitely great. I try to talk to them as much as I can. In fact, I talked to them, I think, a few weeks back. But I always try to stay in contact as much as I can. But I know they've been pretty busy with things, and they've been grinding away. So
they got a pretty big collection. I
They do.
actually met Jeff and Angie. Well, I met Jeff and Angie. They were on YouTube. And then I did my first live with them. Met them and went on there, was talking, about being blind and this and that. And then one of the other shows I had seen Ken on there. And I didn't see him. I was listening to him. I was like, who's this guy? Ken. So I was all right. So then that's how I found Ken and was following Ken. And then I went back through and was watching some old videos with Juicy G. And I can't remember who the other person was, but Ken was a woman too on there one time. That video's out there with Ken and Juicy G. They were going back and forth. I almost pissed my pants when I was listening to them. That's how I met Ken, and then Ken met you guys, and the rest is history.
What's up, Nikki and Kurt?
So
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So how did you guys come up with the podcast, or you, Shawn? I guess you kind of had started that and already had that kind of going already? Or?
Yeah, so I just wanted to, when I was starting to think about what would be like catchy and would bring people back, what am I going to call my subs? What am I going to do? I did a lot of research into it. And when I was a kid, I used to call my dad the big homie. I was like, what's up, big homie? Every time he'd come home from work, I'm like, what's up, big homie? And it was just kind of that thing. And I was like, you know what, dude? I'm the next big homie, bro. I'm going to be the big homie. And everybody's going to love me like I love my dad. That's how I want it to be, bro. I don't want no beef out there with nobody. Don't need it. That's why
Right.
100.
Yep.
That's awesome, man. I like that.
and I never seen myself getting on here and doing podcasts, and I was always like, what am I going to talk about? I'm not going to be able to really see people talking and interacting.
I still want you to do your own show, bro.
But
he's super nervous.
I'll eventually will get into it, but just talking with Jeff and Angie, and just like, well, hell, if I'm going to do breed ball pythons, I want to go to the show. I went to the shows about 2 years before I started buying and breeding. That way I knew who was working with what. Not to undercut people, but these people over here have bananas, and they have bananas or yellow bellies and blue eyes. I want something different, to work in that area.
I love bananas. Love bananas. First time I took a banana to a show, I got $600 for it, bro. I was like, yeah.
Oh shit!
That don't happen no more, though.
Yeah, just more people I met, and just kind of got outside that box, because you go to a place and you got blind people, and they're talking to people, and hell, sometimes people just walk by. You're talking, trying to talk, and they act like you're not even there. If you're going in the grocery store and you're walking down the aisle, and they jump like they're like you have plague or something, like touch them with your cane, they're gonna get a disease or something from it. It's like, I'm not gonna hit you with it, and so it's just stuff like that. Just try to educate people about being blind, and if not just being blind, breeder, that we do have feelings too, and just give us a chance. That's all that I ask, or anybody.
You're already doing it, Mike. You're 10 steps ahead of most people in their first year. Already.
I never really thought I'd be, on a podcast or anything like that, meeting awesome, great people, and accepting me as, a blind breeder, and, as a friend too. I mean, so I appreciate everybody.
Hell yeah.
We appreciate you too, buddy.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. You give everybody motivation and everything,
Yeah.
I mean, I always like to sit here and push and grind as much as possible, and even I beat up on myself, like, man, I need to push harder and everything. But it's pretty cool to see somebody like you and everything. What up, Randall? To sit there and inspire and push us even more. That's pretty cool.
I'm not anybody special. I'm not the biggest breeder, smartest, the richest. I don't have the biggest collection, but it doesn't take much to hit share, and every now and then I might miss somebody's stuff because of this happens, but generally I try to get in there as much as I can, and without my wife, yelling at me for, why are you on your damn phone all the time? And I got to share this out and like it, and so, but
Yep. Oh, I got to collaborate with Shawn. And
It doesn't cost you anything, just, a few minutes of your time just to share it out. And
like, I don't
Yeah,
get
man.
to watch a lot of people's shows, dude, but I could share the shit out of something or like it or put a comment in there so it gets a rework. And that's all you got to do, man. And then YouTube sees that and they're like, oh, somebody likes this.
yeah,
And if you could watch 5-10 minutes of somebody's show, bro, that's amazing.
Absolutely. Like you said, if you can catch 5, 10, 15 minutes, whatever you can catch, just go watch a little bit of it.
Watch it in bits, 15-minute segments, baby.
a lot of times what I'll do is when I'm cleaning or like doing the dishes, I'll pull up a live. I know, hey, they're coming on at 9 o'clock. Takes an hour, I'll do the dishes and just clean up while I'm listening and knock out 2 birds, with 1 stone. So
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. That's what I like to do too when I go into like to feed the reptiles, the snakes, or even the rats. If I go out there, I'll take my laptop and just throw on some shows. And
like, actually, Vance, dude, I was watching your Halloween special, bro, before we came on.
Nice, man.
Replay on that. Yep. I had just hit like, and then you sent me the link, and I was like, oh, shit, all right. So I'll go back to that and finish it later.
That was a fun episode. Fun
a lot of
episode.
times I like going back and a lot of times I like going back watching stuff where either I've been on their show or they come on ours or even their show, like learning, all right, well, let's work this with that, or they suggested this gene, but hell, I can't remember. So I go back and rewatch it. Oh, it was Calico with the Cypress OD, something like that. So
yeah, you could catch a lot of stuff over, man. There's so many times I'm watching different people's shows. I try to catch everybody that I can as much as possible. And it's like, if you'll be in a show and there's something that somebody's talking about, some certain genes or whatnot, and I'm like, oh man, you know what? Yeah, that's kind of giving me an idea or this or that on something, or whatever they may be talking about, and you could go back and watch it again, and because there's a lot of stuff, man, that's very interesting that people talk about. So
yeah, for sure. That or there's 3 shows at one time or they're overlapping. That's another reason why me and Shawn with the Big Homies channel, we're moving to 7:30 on Saturdays from 7:30 to 8:30 because Nick and Justin over there sipping with serpents. We want to try to get them on, and
that's why I try to keep everything to an hour when I have the show. Like, I'm not trying to boot people off rudely, but I'm not trying to cut in with nobody else's show. I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes. I want to be doing this peacefully and enjoy every minute of it, like I have been.
For sure.
Yeah.
So if we got to adjust some things, and if we're on your time slot, sorry, we'll just pick up replay crews. It's fine.
Because you guys are out west. I mean, it's like almost 10 o'clock here, or 10.
Yeah.
12. So
yeah, because if we start at 6, it's like 9 o'clock your guys' time. 8, 9, especially if you guys are on the East Coast, it's 9. But yeah, so it's like trying to make it early enough to where people could still watch, especially on a Friday. It's like people are up a little bit later, so hopefully they can catch it. And like you said, it's kind of hard trying not to overlap into people's shows. Like sometimes you're going to go over that 15 minutes or 30 minutes. It happens, you can't do much about it. But
that's the whole reason for bouncing back 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Nice little bump. If we go over our time, we still are just now ending when the show's starting.
Yeah, like with Bob Vu, hell, we could have went 3, 4, 5 hours with him.
Oh my god. Dude,
I bet.
I could have talked to Bob Vu till the cows came home, man.
Right.
Hey, till this day, that show is still number 1 on our list. Go check out Bob Vu's episode. Shameless plug.
Yeah, I want to put this out there too. I was talking to Fred and AJ. We had them on, and he was telling me, don't be scared just because you can't see, or anybody really for that. If you're a new breeder, don't be scared to reach out to these bigger breeders. All the worst I can say is no. And I said, well, shit, I'm going to reach out to Bob. If he says
100%.
Oh yeah, I'll be glad to come on. So
hey, I've got a great story for you, but I can't use the person's name because he hasn't given me a date. But February, if everything goes to plan, we will have a really big name on the show in February. We're talking like Discovery Channel big, bro. Like one of them guys. Yeah, bro. So stay tuned for February.
You heard it here first.
Back to the States.
Oh, Will, I got a hold of somebody too that we were talking about. And they said, I got to send an email and shit. So yeah, we got something pretty dope lined up.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm
That
super
sounds
stoked.
great, and I love when shit just comes together. And you know what, bro? It's it's just like what Mike said. What's the worst they could have said? No.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. That's all you can do is ask.
I'm gonna go out on a fucking limb and ask. And he's like, "Yeah, dude, cool. Just wait till about February when I get back to the States." I'm like, "All right, bet."
Yep.
Sweet.
It's like this guy Bobby Hill that I met in Missouri. He told me, he's like,
Damn it, Bobby.
Yeah, he didn't like it neither when people said, "Damn it, Bobby, step away from the propane tank." The way he flip, man. But yeah, he was a real cool guy. But shit, I lost my train of thought. Now what I was going to say.
Sorry, man.
Oh no, you're good. It was actually funny because people used to say that to him all the time, and he'd get very upset with it. He didn't like it at all. I'll think of it here in a bit. So what all is your podcast? You guys have a couple podcasts. So what all are they about?
So we've got the Big Homies Breakdown every Saturday. Like Mike said, it's going to be from 7:30 to 8:30, starting next year, January
3rd.
January 3rd. So basically, it's like a show where we bring people in and we get to know them. We break it down with them. It's just, bro, it's like a 2-on-1 where we just ask you questions, get to know you. It's kind of like we're doing now, where we're friends, right? We're just talking amongst each other. And
kicking back, having a good time.
And that's just a show for people to learn about other breeders in the game, bro. That's it. That's all the Big Homies Breakdown is to get people out there.
It's not just, I was kind of taking it in not different direction, but kind of similar how Shawn wanted to do it. It's not, I want to bring on people that does not just have ball pythons. I want somebody,
that was the other thing,
geckos, African house snakes, iguanas, Burmese, different things, not just, same ball pythons, because they're going to have ball python shows there are, but I'm talking to a lady.
The guy that said he'd come on has taken a lot of bites. We'll just put it like that.
Yeah. Then there's a lady that owns a pet shop. I'm gonna have try to get back with her to get her set on there. Talk about the pet shop side of keeping reptiles or birds, stuff like that. Just different.
Oh varieties. I kind of got into that a little bit when we had her on, huh?
Yeah, just different varieties of breeders, keepers, hobbyists, pet shop owners, just different, rat breeders, just different things of, some people might feed their rats this, some people, prefer, African soft furs, some places you can't, like in Alabama where Nick's at, you can't have the African soft furs.
You can't have them in Missouri either unless they're frozen.
Or California.
Just learn the laws. And shout out to US Art Florida. There's some stuff in South Carolina and North Carolina right now that's going on that's crazy. So,
jeez.
Yeah. And then with the Big Homies Corner, it's every other Wednesday. We just had the one this past Wednesday. So
it's like an open mic sesh.
The 17th, we try to have somebody that's come on before and just talk about different things like, hey, how's your season going? Or, since this, what did you think about doing this different? That we talked about, and kind of having a lot of our friends come
back vibe. It's not down to business. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you tune in, you hang out with your homies, and
not only that, we I brought a few different people. That's like Joe Fisherman. Shout out to our sponsor.
Oh yeah,
I met him at a show, and he was taking pictures. Like, man, I don't have any money to pay you. He goes, no, we're gonna, take pictures of your animals. And finally 3 years later, I'm like, Joe, I got to get you on the podcast. And so we brought him on the Big Homies Corner to kind of give everybody like a little taste. That way they can, I definitely got to check out when he's going to be on the podcast, get them out there for 15, 20, 30 minutes to have people, kind of grab them in, but not pull them in too far, just catch their eye. in their ear to get them on, the following show, to bring them in.
Absolutely.
So,
He takes some
Awesome
amazing
photographer.
photos too, man.
Yes.
And then we got and then finally we got Joe on his own show with Kat. Like, he went from being shy, coming on the corner for the first time doing a podcast, to now Kat are doing an amazing show. And that show right there is our educational show for tarantula species. Like, it's really, it's a small.
Yeah, and they're on the Wednesdays that we're not on.
Right, but there's a lot of people out there in that niche that like this type of information.
Yeah.
You know, how to handle them, when not to handle them, when to handle them, their body posture, their eradicating hairs. And like, there's a lot of information makes me feel more comfortable with the tarantula I have right there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I love it because I think education destroys fear.
It does.
Yeah,
People are afraid because they don't know, right? So
Yeah.
once you start educating yourself about something, how could you be afraid of it if you know body language and posture and behaviors, and you know what I mean? Like, most of these animals rather not mess with you anyways. They're like, get away from me.
Mhm.
They're not trying to bite you.
Knowing that it's not a slimy, venomous snake that's trying to attack you.
It's
It's
6
like,
foot long, ball pythons, yeah. And just like with Joe, his quote, he always quotes at every show numerous times: know your animal, know your animal. Do your research of that animal. Get to know them more and know, like, when they're stressed, when they're not stressed, when it's okay to handle them, when it's okay to leave them alone, stuff like that.
Absolutely.
He's already shown that a lot on Tarantulas After Dark, actually.
Yeah.
He's done that a lot. Like, he had a tarantula kicking hairs. He didn't freak out. He just slowly moved back, kept his voice low, just walked back.
And you have Miss Cat with all her scientific knowledge. I have no idea how she does it, but my hat's off to her.
RAM storage somewhere in her brain, and it's
very, very awesome.
She's
lady.
got like
I think it
5
just-
terabytes.
It shows how passionate she is about that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
100%. Yeah, you're right about that. I mean, she's doing shows with Untamed and Unhinged with Chris, leaving there and then coming on there. So we try to work around everybody's show.
I got to be on that show. That was a lot of fun.
Chris is a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys got any snakes you want to show off, or?
I don't have any currently where I'm at.
Let me see what I got, because I just put my males in, so it's not going to be a whole lot.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I'm kind of the same way between feeding and then having to pair up and everything. It's kind of like.
And then before we do end the show later, I do have one more question for both of you guys.
Heck yeah.
Problem with me, I have till 8 o'clock in the morning, so I'm good.
And we appreciate all 27 of you guys in the chat. You guys are all awesome.
Smash that like button.
They come out for Will and Van, so we appreciate it.
Oh, they're here to see you guys.
They came out to see you guys, man.
Bro.
My wife told me today, no shave November's over with, so
Let me get you blown up.
that's
No
gonna
shave
slow it out.
November.
Yeah.
What you got there, Shawn?
This is a Fire Inchy Yellow Belly Cypress Clown female.
Oh, nice.
There it goes.
That is pretty.
She probably will go next season, not this season, but next season. She's got to put a little bit more size to her.
Man, right there.
You said Cypress?
Yeah.
You'd have to get her on
Yellow
Sammy's
belly,
schedule
fire. Oh, wait, hold
or Val's feeding schedule.
on. Yeah, Cypress Yellow Belly Fire Trick.
Oh, Trick 2. Okay.
That's the one you got from Billy?
No, this is the one that I got from Chris Davenport, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that from Chris Davenport.
That's pretty, man.
Actually, Tony handed me the snake, but at the time, Chris and Tony were doing work together. So,
yeah, we haven't started any projects together. I don't know a lot of people's asked. Me and Shawn's done any projects together yet, and we haven't currently, no. So I know people has asked before.
We will be. Don't worry, y'all. It's coming.
I'd like to see what Clown would do to that.
Right.
I know. That'd be badass.
Now, I'll go grab the snake that ended the show the other night.
Uh-oh, look out, man. It cuts off. You know, Shawn did it again.
I know,
Sorry.
right? It's his fault.
Sorry, Val. It's not that we didn't want you on there, you or Sammy, but something magically happened and it went off. Val
If you
was
hear a bunch of racket,
All right, this
before it
is
cuts out.
my Arroyo Champagne Bongo Mojave female. I named her Two-Face, though. You'll see why here in a minute.
Nice.
Hold on. Come on, girl. See how she's got two different faces?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a special name for that, but I can't think of it.
Paradox.
No, it's a scientific
Paradox.
name.
Because look at the paradoxine around the neck.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wish I could, but I can't see it, buddy.
Oh,
Tony
shit.
Thomas has got one. That's
All
got
right,
two
look,
different-
man.
Mike's like,
So-
thanks a lot, asshole.
So Mike and I have been working for at least 6 months straight now. And I still talk to him like he can see me, like I can see you guys.
Yeah, a while
That's
back.
why me and Mike work so well, man. I treat him just like everybody else.
Yeah, the other day, well, it was a couple months ago. Ken's like, all right, let me get this baby and show it to you. And I'm like, all right, damn, he's taking off a long time to get that baby. He's like,
I
Mike,
was
can you
thinking
see it? I'm
Chimera
like,
too, but I don't think it's
sorry,
Chimera.
Ken.
Or Chimera. Yeah, it could be where it's two different animals.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
that's
Tony
it.
Thomas
That's
was talking about
Chimera.
one. He had one. I think he called it the Terminator or something like that. Where
I don't know
different-
how that all works as far as how much of the other animal you actually see, or if it's even possible to kind of decipher that. But
yeah,
I guess it could
I have
be
that
possible.
Partho baby, Shawn.
Yeah, she's got a bad shed right now, man. So
It's that time of the year.
right now.
Yeah, I just had a few shed myself, and then a few more popped out.
So
Yeah.
this is Mojave Red Gene Trick, which I will be throwing into the Hypo Clown project here very soon.
Nice.
Mojave Red Gene Trick.
That's clean.
Now with the trick, will it produce a super trick or would it be a super hurricane? How do you decipher that?
I'm going with Trick.
So you get a super trick? I just was curious of what's the name for a super trick?
If it's a super, I'll just call it a Hayabusa.
Okay.
If it's not, then it's a Trick.
All right. I just was curious.
Either way,
on
I'm not incorrect. They're the same damn thing.
Yeah.
But Hayabusa sounds so much better than a super trick.
Right.
Look at that big gap of almost nothing there.
Reminds me of Calico.
Clutching in there.
Huh?
Almost reminds me of Calico.
Yeah.
How it'll wash out the back sometimes on them.
You get a calico and a super high boost and call it I just was thinking about it. Cowabunga.
Cowabunga. Oh,
I'm a Ninja
that
Turtle
is a
guy.
pretty snake. Though.
Shout out
I
to
love-
Adrian with his Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah, right.
He's a good dude.
I love her tail. I'm going to be doing this version too, so that I can get that going to a lot of different genes. Probably right around next year.
Trick takes your wallet. Super Hurricane takes your whole house.
Go back. Go back.
I'd like to eventually see the Mandarin gene. Well, I mean, I'd love to see it, but I mean, with the Mandarin hypo sunset stuff,
I think that'll be real interesting.
if it would show up good or not, with the Mandarin colors. And I'm all about making stuff and seeing, listening to other people's reactions. Just like with Val when he was showing his stuff, I can tell his hands were shaking. He was so happy and
Right.
And Val was way juiced.
Oh yeah, and then you just end up getting attached to that, and then you start to get just crazy happy for the guy too. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like, man, I want to act like Val, but you're just afraid everybody's gonna be like, man, this guy's acting like a kid, and then you see Val, and it's like, he's having fun with it. Who cares?
Yeah, we kept saying, we had Val on. Shout out to Val and his wife, Miss Kathy, and like, how come Val never sells anything? Well, come to find out, we had Alan from Dembala. He's like, yeah, I got a VPI grill. It's like, oh yeah, okay. He does sell them, so we had to give him.
He does.
Yeah.
And so, what is this one?
Vanilla spot nose het clown girl.
Ooh, I like that head stamp.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's nice, man.
Yeah, it's going to home on the 12th.
Oh,
yeah.
right
It's gonna, my first customer, she hit me up and was like, I want to get a snake for my kid now, and so I was like, bet, I'll give you a joke. Because, the first time she bought for me, man, she spent an arm and a leg.
Yeah, those repeat customers.
Yeah, dude, I love repeat customers, man. They always get the best deals.
Yep.
Yep.
Come on, click off there. There we go.
Yeah, man. It's fun.
Yeah.
Echoes too. If y'all want to see any of them.
Hello, Mandarin Hut Sunset.
That should be pretty nice, Mandarin and Sunset.
Oh, it's a leopard gecko.
So, 2 years ago, I created this little guy here. He's what I'm calling tangerine, lavender jungle. And he's got this really weird dorsal of dots.
I see that.
And I've
Like
only
a
had
double
one
row.
other like that that I produced, but she stayed. Oh, and Max Snow. I almost forgot about that. So,
could it have the Dalmatian gene in it? With the
I don't
spots?
know what's going on, man, because I've never seen the dorsal have dots like that. Put in the comments down below and tag me in it so I could read it later if you know why that happened.
We need Tommy.
Dude,
Sure.
I've made a lot of leopard geckos, and I've only produced 2 with the dots like that, and I kept both of them.
Yeah, Tommy would be the guy to talk to for sure.
Yeah, Tommy knows quite a bit.
Yeah, that was the coolest one, so I just wanted to show that one.
If I was going to talk to somebody about geckos, I would talk to hit the wrong button. I would talk to Tommy or Jamie.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Jamie, she's got quite the collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gotten quite a bit, man. I remember when she, when she just started out with a couple, and then, like, I guess any of us, right? It's like before you know it, man, you're blowing up with all kinds of stuff. Like, it's weird. It seems like
I have a very limited number of leopard geckos. Like that one male, he's got 3 females. That's all I got. That's it.
Oh.
I'm not real big on any of the geckos. Like, my big focus is the ball pythons, but dude, like, who can resist an adorably squishy little bodied animal? Like, and the longer you work with them, like the geckos and stuff, leopard geckos will just chill on your shoulder and watch TV like it was a beardy.
What's the big geckos? Are they called giant geckos or?
What, the Leachianus?
No, I don't know if that's that
They're the
one. But
biggest
they're
gecko.
huge.
They're the biggest gecko out. The
Yeah.
Leachianus.
Well, you have the giant day gecko, but that's a different style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt one at Tinley back in 19. It It was on a dude's shoulder. I mean, it was probably.
What did it feel like, Mike?
2 foot. Felt like
What
a
did
huge freaking gecko.
What
Like
did
a giant
the
gecko.
texture feel like? Like when you touched it, what did it feel like?
It was like real
velvet
soft.
or-
No, it was kind of like a tegu. But he said it was like you caught a giant gecko.
It's a gecko.
I think they were like $2,500 or $3,000 for this gecko.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna say that no, but those don't have that kind of texture.
Yeah, that's what's throwing me off too.
The price says it's that Alicianas.
Yeah.
The size says
Okay.
it's that, but the texture says it's something totally different. Like maybe it was a tegu you were petting.
Yeah.
Who knows? Vince disappeared.
The world may never know.
Hey, every time he starts to come back, that little blue hat of his, like sometimes it looks like lightning in the zombie's hand. I'm like, what is
Oh,
that?
Vance.
Yeah, right here it'll do it.
Is that one of your merch hats, Vance?
It's just my beautiful Rams hat that I got on.
Oh, okay.
Rams
Here's-
hat.
Yeah, I was trying to look up. I found a new Caledonian giant gecko,
That might be what it
Oh,
was.
but that was like
Shit! All right, Jamie.
that was like
Hey,
400
put
bucks.
that up, bro. I guess Max Snow is causing the dots with the jungle and the lavender. Damn. Thank you. That was bugging the crap out of me because I've only made 2.
that's awesome.
Heck yeah,
Well, there
man.
you go. Well, I like that double spotted down the back though. That's cool.
Yeah, dude, super cool. The female that I produced, she's still quite small. She was produced many months after, or she's still quite small. Like she eats like a train, like a coal train, dude. She just eats, but she stays real small. Like she didn't have a growth spurt or nothing.
Get that metabolism, fast metabolism.
I don't know. She's like a year old, man. She should be much bigger. Like I'm telling you, dude, she's a midget. A midget leopard gecko, bro. I'm telling you. Because at first I thought something was wrong with her. Look, I'll go grab her.
It's got the dwarf gene.
That's crazy though too, and she just keeps eating. That's pretty cool.
So-
Randall said they had 4 mandarin clutches this year.
Oh, congratulations on that.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
You can't go wrong with Mandarin, especially Mandarin Clown.
No,
That's-
I'm getting a mandarin this year. I'm super
That's a gene I
stoked.
want. I want that gene so bad.
I'm getting a mandarin plus. I'm pretty stoked.
There you
So
go.
Hell yeah. Except no one would like what I'm going to do with the Mandarin. So
Well, when I was doing all my
It's your
Wall
project.
Street lives, apparently I sold that one because it's gone.
oh shit! Apparently I sold that.
But I did sell the male. The male was way more dramatic on the look.
That's funny.
Yeah. No.
I had so much green tea, I forgot I sold it.
I see Shawn with a gecko shirt that says "Got green tea."
Yep, he's gonna have to make one, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Somebody out there make that shirt for the big homie. Send
Heck
it to
yeah.
me.
My NR girl is doing well. Nice.
Nice.
You got her going already breeding, Carl, or it's hard because I've seen so many mandarins out there too, man, that I like. There's some real pretty looking ones that are beautiful, but then there's some mandarins I'm like, man, I don't even see mandarin in it. Not saying it's not. It could just be not a very good example of one, but
yeah, I'm very convinced that there's different lines of everything.
mhm.
You know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah, you're gonna have some that are nicer and then some that aren't so nice.
Oh,
Like whenever I go, everything I get, I get the best. I don't want to say the best example because sometimes you can't always afford the best example, but I'll spend the money and get a pretty good example without getting, something that's not as great.
Right.
What for? What Mandarin?
I mean anything in general, but like, yeah, I was talking about Mandarin though, how I've seen some that weren't like really that great of an example at all. It's like you really don't see that orange
Yeah,
tint
dude,
to
I've
it or
seen some
anything.
where I'm like, how are you calling this Mandarin? All I see is Orange Dream in this damn thing, but that's just me.
Well, even with the sunset too, some
Or
sunsets
even
are
orange at
like
all.
really- Yeah, I have a dark that sunset possible het clown male, that twin. He's really really super dark, and a lot of people have reached out and they said there might be something else, could be something else going in. So I've got to shed test him.
Get them tested.
So we'll
Yeah,
get a
I
hold
got a
of
couple I got
Charlie
to
and
send out there to test myself. I've been lagging on it bad.
hey, Shawn, get a hold of Charlie and send me a voucher, and I'll be glad to test him.
I haven't heard of that, but I'm definitely going to look into it.
Yeah.
Dark Angel. You guys
Yeah,
heard
it's
of
like
Dark
really
Angel?
super super dark. I'll have
Well,
my
Carl,
daughter get some pictures of him.
Carl was saying there's Mandarin and then NR Mandarin, big difference.
Okay. Because
Really?
NR's got their own line, huh?
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I've always heard
line
just the
thing.
NR Mandarin.
In fact, the good thing is too, the one I'm getting is NR Mandarin, so
Yeah.
super stoked on that.
That's probably what I would get to.
Yeah.
That's great. I didn't know that. Did not know that. That's what makes everything great. Different people might know this, that it don't exist, or like with the genes there, and it's like with the hypo lines and stuff like that. And so,
Definitely. John said Mills from UK sent a couple here.
We'll
is
tell
it
them
John
to send
from
a couple
Mission
here.
Morphs, or is it John from Morphforge?
John from Warforge.
Morphforge, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we got both. John.
They've got quite the collection over there.
Yeah, John,
past
Jamie,
year-
and Jason's got some really nice stuff they're working on too.
The past year, they picked up some amazing, amazing animals.
Yeah.
Hey, their geckos can do backflips.
What up, James? How's it going, man? Hope all is well with you.
What's up, James?
I don't know, man. Honestly, I'm excuse me, I'm really interested in seeing everybody's clutches. Like, there's a lot of good clutches that have already dropped from people that I've seen. Some really good, amazing clutches. And there's still some more clutches that are going to be dropping here in the next, 3 weeks of December, and even this next year, whatever people have bred the end of this year right now at this time and waiting for next year. It's like, man, there's a lot of cool stuff. I mean, everybody's got some neat shit going.
Yeah, it'd be awesome if we could get like a big tour bus and just start somewhere and just drive the different people's their houses and check out their collections.
Yeah, just
for a couple months and just hang out on the bus and just tour. All right, we're gonna go to Florida and check out Justin and Stan and all those guys down there, then Pennsylvania and over to Sammy's, and so
yeah, that'd be pretty cool, man.
I just got big dreams and stuff like that.
That's
So.
why you're Big Mike.
No, I'm Big Mike because I got a belly hanging out in the front. So
be proud of that dad bod, bro.
I went from having big arms to a big belly.
Yeah, start getting older and not working out, and age catches up, and love that food, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my wife, she make everything from scratch. When I met her, I weighed like 198. And then in like 3 years, I went up to like 250, 260.
Where's up here?
Wisconsin.
Ooh,
yeah, he's up
no.
He's up there by Minnesota, northwest Wisconsin. So shout out to the Packers that keep kicking the Lions' ass.
Yeah, I've seen a few people lately, man, that it's supposed to be like 4 degrees and 14 degrees. I'm like,
All right, sorry.
That's his thing.
Microphone on.
All right. That thing started talking, but
It happens.
I have to mute it. If not, it'll read every freaking thing on the screen.
Yep. Yeah, because when we first started doing this together, bro, I was like, how is he reading the comments before me? I see the comments as they're coming up, and I go to click on them as I see them. And Mike's like, oh, we got so-and-so in the building. I'm like, what?
What I would do, I would
What?
I'd have my phone on YouTube, and I have the AirPods. I'd have it in my ear.
Yeah.
And I'd just scroll through it instead of like looking. I'd just scroll through it because my phone talks on YouTube. And then I would have pull them up like that. But once I got used to using the computer more and more and more, I'm starting to be able to put people on stage, blow them up, exit a full mode, just kind of a little bit each time, learning as I'm going.
Progression.
Dude. Straight up. You inspire a lot of people here. I've been reading it in the chat all night, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Just with the laptop, the keys are a lot closer and kind of jammed up. But if I have like a regular external keyboard,
do you got fat fingers like me?
Yeah.
Not even fingers, brother. Like little Vienna sausages, bro. You're trying to type.
Some Italian polies.
Just sausage over there, just slapping the keyboard.
Hashtag sausage.
Can't get my heart. These keys are like I feel like they're smaller, and there's 2 dots on the J and the F.
2 dots on the J.
Yeah, the J and the F. There's one on each side of the. That way I know where to put my fingers. But this keyboard is so small, I can't.
Oh, your home key.
Yeah, the home keys. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, wait, my J only has 1 dot on it.
Yeah, and then the F. The F.
I was looking on my keyboard because I knew what you were talking about. I'm like, what is he talking about?
They have that little bump on there, but they have keyboards with braille. You can get them like bump dots you can put on there. That's what I'd use too.
So you can't chicken peck though, right? You gotta like kind of feel around on a braille one, right? You can't do all that.
That's the same thing. I mean, I can type pretty fast with the keyboard. I just memorize. Like I'm spelling a word. All right, W is over to the left. The H, like what are you doing? I pretty much know where all the keys are. Sometimes I might mess up, but it just takes a little bit longer sometimes.
Oh yeah, for sure. What Chris say, Mike? It takes you about an hour to write a hello.
Usually it takes about an hour and a half to type out 3 words.
Dang.
So shout out to Chris and the fat man over there.
Yeah.
So
definitely keeping him in my head there for.
Yeah, dude. I just saw. I think it was Instagram, dude. I just saw a video pop up with him in it. So I'm gonna be really excited to watch that because I haven't seen him on anything in a while. As many of us.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see him finally. I've seen a little bit of him. He did a video, so it'd be interesting, nice to see him finally out and
kicking ass and taking names. So
because they had that 15 minutes of lame, and I'm like, dude, how's he gonna do it? And then Shane and Brian popped up, and I'm like, oh, that's how he's doing it. All right, cool. You couldn't have asked for 2 better guys to do that shit, but
true.
Chris was gonna be on the show. I was like, yeah, Chris is back. Oh, Chris ain't here. I was disappointed, bro, but I was like, dude, that guy's still in the hospital, man.
57 days he was in there.
No, I would have been like, took the IV out of my arm, give me my wheelchair. I'm up out of it.
That's hard, man, to sit there and do.
Look, I can't. So when I got home from the war and stuff, like I don't like hospitals now. Like they give me small flashbacks and stuff.
Right.
So I don't do well in hospitals. I normally keep my head down or my eyes closed as much as possible. I don't like seeing people hooked up to a bunch of IVs or different lines or even my kids. That's hard.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure wouldn't be able to do 57 days. I'm out.
No. Yeah.
left against the decision of the hospital or whatever the hell that is, bro, I'm out.
I was in there for 11 days, man, and that was torture. Like, that was enough. So I couldn't imagine being in there.
Probably make 11 days work, bro. You could probably make 11 days, but
yeah,
that was good enough for me.
That's what I'm saying. Like 11 days is enough. Like I couldn't imagine doing 50 something days, dude. Like I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the food.
The food, and then like just everything. You're stuck in the bed. You can't get out.
Somebody get me a real cheeseburger.
You get Jellos and like pizza or certain stuff. It's just like having school food again. Basically, it's not good. It sucks.
Yeah.
Chicken broth and beef broth was my two favorite things when I was in there for like 5 or 6 days.
Although, I've had a couple of knee surgeries out here in Missouri now, and after each one, man, they give me a cup of Jello, and I got to eat it before I can leave.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, dude, by all means, give me the Jello. Bring 2. I'm starving. I haven't had nothing since yesterday.
Then they give that, I forget what it is, but they give like that orange drink. It's like this kind of like punch, but it's got something in it. I think it's like to help you go to the restroom or something like that. Or it's got like
Gatorade with no sugar and extra watered down flavor.
Sounds like blah.
Yeah. This one actually wasn't too bad. Surprisingly, it was actually kind of decent. But I can't remember what the heck it had in it. This was like 20 something years ago, 24 years ago at least. So it's been a while, but yeah, it definitely sucks there. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I was in the ICU for a little while.
Yeah.
And then they pulled me out, and then like, especially if you can't go to the restroom, you're just like you're stuck to your bed basically.
Yeah.
All right, so I have one more question for you guys.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it like we've been doing it. I'll do Shawn, and then it'll go over to Duval. But let's just say, for example, Mike is coming into the reptile hobby. What are some of the things that you would let him know to help kind of get him settled into the reptile hobby, but at the same time, you're kind of trying to guide him in the right direction?
So I think first of all, I'd ask them straight up, like, are you doing this as a hobby or are you doing this as a business? Because there's 2 different lanes, And so if he said, hey, I just want to do it as a hobby, I want to make some really cool ass snakes, then, I would start going over what he likes and what he's got. And then we could just kind of go from there and work things out. But, if it was on the business side, I'd be like, all right, well, what do you have planned for your project? Because you need to have a nice little project to come out with. Something that says, this is Mike from Morph Ave. Every time we go to Mike from Morph Ave, this is the kind of snakes we can get from there. You know what I mean? So it just would depend. I believe it would just depend on whatever his answer was as far as, what he wanted to do with it. I guess that's how I would start it off and kind of guide him from there.
Okay. And then a second part to that would be, what would you tell him to be careful about and watch out for?
There's a lot of snakes in the grass. Make sure you got a good gardener so you can keep the grass short. And with you not being able to see them snakes in the grass, I'll let you borrow my hearing aids so you can hear them coming.
I got good hearing.
There's people out here in the industry, bro, they'll smile in your face and talk shit behind your back and treat you horribly and everything, the whole 9. Trust me. I've been there, done that. Mike knows exactly what the hell I'm talking about.
Right.
You know what, man? I ain't even tripping on it no more. It doesn't bother me. I'm just here to make people's lives easier. Do this podcast with Big Mike and have fun. the fact that I do this podcast, bro, is kind of amazing because, you know, for a while there, man, I all my mental health stuff going on from being overseas or whatever. It just kind of, for a while, it debilitated me. So even the fact just getting up to do one episode was like, holy shit, that was a step forward in the direction I needed to go. So every day that we have an episode or whatever, dude, it's like a huge success for me inside because, you know, going from a really motivated person to a where'd your motivation go to getting motivated again to do things is kind of nice. It really is.
Yep.
Because mental health, man, it's hard. Especially when you've seen some of the things that some of us have seen overseas, and you know, hey, people see things right here in their own backyard, like Detroit. How far is that from you, Mike? Right down.
Detroit's about an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's right down the road. You know what I mean? That's real life stuff. Like I saw happens right there in them big cities, man. The little cities.
Yeah, even in Lansing too. I mean,
yeah, everywhere.
Oh, John said you're doing doing an amazing job, Mike.
Man, my head's big enough, John. Don't blow it. No, I appreciate everybody. I mean, they don't really know how, you know, that helps this blind guy out, and just encouragement. And I like the way a lot of people describe the animals, the color, the patterns. But you just don't believe how a little bit of that stuff makes me, you know, feeling excited to do what I'm doing. But I want to touch on something real quick. G-Paul was talking about last night with mental health and, you know, military people, service members, service members. But I was telling him, man, if he could have met Brian Barczyk, and Brian Barczyk, you know, had a lot of mental stuff with him, and I even do too. But
I got a funny story about that. That's
just
actually
the way that Brian Barczyk was going, you know, and I think the G-Paul with that, I think Brian would have really pushed him out there further, and would have helped him out a whole lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. No, man, I used to see Brian all the time with the snake bite stuff, and then when he started doing the stuff from the Reptarium, it was like, oh shit, this is gonna be cool. And then Corona hit, and then he had that one episode where he just kind of broke down and told everybody like he lives with depression and anxiety and mental health issues like every day. And that was the first time I ever reached out to somebody that was like, you know, to me it was like that dude's a star in my eyes, right? Because look at the level he's at. You know, he's doing the podcast every day. You know what I mean? So I was like, he ain't gonna write me back. And then he started writing me back on Twitter, and I was like, no way. And so even if it was just a couple of lines saying, hey, I got your message, you know, that's cool, blah blah blah, he would always write back. Always write back. I never got to meet him in person though. But that episode right there, I felt so connected to the guy at that time and point in my life. I was like, I feel every bit of what you're saying, dude. It's a struggle to get up here and do what we're doing. Like I started really getting into the snakes because they kept me kind of focused. So, yeah. And that dude was pretty dope. Inspired me to do a lot of what I'm doing right now.
You can spend hours just looking at one snake, just looking at the
100%.
pattern back and forth. And so when you got multiple, it's like, man, you could just spend hours just sitting there, just dazing off, you know, just staring at them. It's just,
dude, I got possibly 14 clutches for the season cooking up. Like, I can't wait to cut every one of them, you know, whether if it's a 1 egg clutch or a 12 egg clutch or something in between. Like, it's Christmas time. Every egg, every little life, dude. It's like, oh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. It's exciting.
it is. Like you said, it's like Christmas, man. It's fun.
I even got my wife this year. She was really excited, and like that last clutch I cut, and she's like, I want to see. So yeah, I'm getting closer and closer and closer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm getting antsy. I can't say exactly. I'm still waiting for the clutch to even drop, but
Yeah.
I know I'm probably well, more than that. I'm probably a good 3 months out from, a good 3 months out from even cutting a clutch. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Really,
can you
my
go, ask that question again? Those questions, if you don't mind.
Oh, if Shawn was someone coming into the reptile community, what are some of the things that you would want to give him advice for? And then also, what would you tell him to stay away from?
First of all, I'd ask him, like he was saying, is it a hobby? You're doing it for a business? What's your initial investment? $5,000, $10,000, $2,000. When you say bye-bye for that for the next 5 years, because with your initial investment, you're not going to get it back the first year, 2 years, sometimes even 5 or 6 years. If you're in it for the money, do something else. Become a car salesman. You're going to breed your own rats. Where you're going to get your supply from. You're going to have 10 animals, 40 animals. Make sure you can feed those guys, every week or every other week, whatever schedule. Make sure that you can afford those rats. Consistency. If you're going to buy them, make sure you have a great producer, someone that really feeds their, rats healthy diet. That way, they're going to be taken care of. So you're not going to have a sick animal or, are you going to get professional racks, or you're going to build homemade and save some money that way. Always, like your thermostat, don't cheap out. I know everybody tries to every now and then. Just if you have it, get you a real nice thermostat, either Herbstat or Vivarium Electronics. And just make sure that the next 3 or 4 years it's going to be hard. Make sure you have patience. If you don't have patience, don't get in it. I mean, that's one of the things.
And don't use heat rocks.
Yeah,
Right.
you're going to use heat tape. Make sure you do your research on your heat tape. Flex Watt, I don't think it's good, but the THG I like better. You might like something different. Just do your research, ask different people. And sorry, what was the second part?
And then the stuff to just be cautious of and stay away from.
Know people, get to know people. Just kind of go to your shows, kind of see who has what. Just interact with them. Some people, I don't want to say any names, but go to the show. Go to the shows. Really get to know people, because some people you might, oh man, yeah, this guy is going to sell me this for $200, knowing it's only like a $300 animal. They're going to sell you $5,000-$10,000 worth of animal. But if you have any questions about those freaking animals, you reach out. Oh no, sorry, I can't help you. All along you thought that this person or even these people, were friendly to you. They just wanted to sell you something. Come to find out, 2 years later, they're out of the game because they blew it all, and stuff like that. So just kind of choose your friends, and just kind of watch what goes on, and just sit back and just watch it.
Heck yeah, nice.
I'm not naming anybody in specific, but it's just,
No.
So sound like but some people that not I didn't buy directly from these people, but they spent thousands of tens of thousands of dollars on animals, and they're no longer in the business.
Right.
Within 2.5 years. $15,000, $17,000, $18,000 for animals. And
That's a lot.
it's nothing.
Dude, where's the customer service in that guy, though, man? What the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to dump all this money into me and invest in me, and then you're having an issue and you go ghost?
Yeah.
Man, I'll slap you so hard your mama would feel it, bro. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, and just do your research, like online. Like if you go to Morph Market, make sure you read the reviews and
Yeah.
customer service and
reviews.
talk to them, get to know them. if they don't want to send you a few pictures of it, I mean, I understand that there's tire kickers everywhere. Hell, I was there for a little while. I wanted to had the money. All right, I need this animal, and then something happens, and sorry, I can't get it. I mean, I admit I've done it numerous times, but just got to work with people and communicate with them.
The first time I bought on Morph Market, Mike, I talked to the guy for 3 months, just back and forth every day, messaging, talking about the animals. And then that's the dude I ended up buying 6 from.
Yeah, you just never know. That one customer could be
and not being an asshole and sitting there saying, "Oh, I ain't got time for this" or whatever.
I actually met my mentor through Craigslist buying a $25 hat.
Yep, there you go.
There you go.
Next thing I know, I'm down in his snake room and he's showing me all this stuff, and I'm just like, dude, I'm gonna have to do this now.
It could be just that one person that can put you out there, just like with you guys and Ken and Nick and Justin and Sammy, and like this person introduced you to that person, and it's just amazing. The camaraderie and the networking, with people.
We have a wonderful community, man, full of great people.
Definitely is, man. There's so many great people out there and everything. I mean, there's always those few people that you got to watch out for. You definitely got to watch out sometimes who you buy from or whatnot. But for the most part, like 99% of the community is pretty great. So it's like, it's great, man. They're all there, and you get to talk with people and talk snakes or ball pythons or whatever, reptiles, animal in general. But yeah, it's awesome, man. Like you talked about earlier, sitting there, it's like Christmas time when you get to cut those clutches, and I can't wait, man, to sit here in 2-3 months, whenever, and start cutting my clutches and everything. I got some pretty awesome things I'm working on, and can't wait to sit there and cut them and look at them and show you guys and be like, all right, this is what I got. It's pretty cool. It's nice.
Yeah. I'm with you, bro. I can't wait.
Yeah, especially on that, like that hypopide clown clutch too, the head ultra mill. I can't wait to see on that. Like, man, come on. Even just give me a double visual. I'll be cool with that. Give me a couple double visuals or something.
Bro, I'm calling it right now. You're gonna hit 2 all gene bangers.
Maybe like Val.
It'd be a male and a female, so 1.1.
Heck yeah.
So you can put the male to work next year, and the female will be, basically holding it down.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think it'll hit pretty good myself. I'm super stoked. That's the thing. It's kind of like a lottery ticket, man. You're sitting there, you're taking that gamble. Every time you're like, all right, how good are the odd gods to me? Did I come out pretty good, or did I not? I mean, even if you just get that one all gene or that one banger, right? Like that's, you can't bitch about that, man. Just getting that one banger. It's like, okay, I got that in my collection now. I could always do that breeding, that pairing again next year and see if I come out with some other nice stuff or whatnot. And if you do pretty good, maybe get rid of a few or whatever. But
yeah, I've got a question for you, Vance and Will, actually, if you guys don't mind.
Yeah,
Have you noticed, is it easier to get, I don't know if you bred, like, say if you have a het to het, like a het clown to a het clown, just to say, do you think it's a better chance to get a visual clown or put a couple codoms in there to get that? I don't know if I'm saying asking my question right. How some people have like 2 double hets, or they'll have like a banana, yellow belly, and double het. To get that double het visual, do you think it's easier to pair just a double het to double het?
Yes.
Codoms in there. I guess I'm getting my question right.
No, that's a banger for a question, Mike.
I think it would probably be best if just the het to het.
Okay.
You probably have that better chance because you're putting more genes in there to try to fight with.
The odds change with every gene you add.
Yeah.
If it's just so to try to hit, I mean, you're 1 in 4 to hit what you're trying to get.
Mm-hmm.
If you're visual to hit, you're 1 in 2, which would be a much better situation.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously visual, right?
Yeah.
So I actually did something to that extent last year or earlier this year, I think. No, last year. It was last year. I put a pastel calico head exanthic to a Pistavi head exanthic, and I produced one visual exanthic out of 4.
Nice.
And so I mean, it had other genes in it, but I think that if it would have just been 2 head exanthics, I would have probably ended up with a lot more exanthics that way, other than the way I did it.
Yeah.
Was that one you got a male or a female?
I think he's a male.
Yeah.
But you got the 2. It was 1 head or 2 heads?
It was only single head on both sides for exanthic, but I
So you
had
got the-
other codoms.
So you got the single head and then a couple more genes thrown in it. Like that would be cool right there though. And that's what I was hoping too, that who knows, maybe it'd be nice if you could sit there and even just get one out of that clutch, I guess, even that you pulled out those recessives, but those codoms put their stamp on it too. Even if it was just one, it's like, okay, you got that one banger out of there, that all gener, and then the rest, But I mean, I guess you got to say it's kind of nice too to be able, if you did do it the other way and you get more recessives put in there, and then you could get that built in with some codoms later and get, have some more stuff stacked, get more of it instead of one. It'll take you a little bit longer process, but
yeah, I just was always curious on that question. So
yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a good question for sure. It's like,
you stumped me there for a minute.
Tired and ADHD goes in there and say, how do I ask it where people can understand it? I guess so.
Yeah, definitely. There's so much to talk about and everything, and it's like, okay, how do I ask this question?
Some really good questions y'all had tonight, man.
Yeah, appreciate
we
it.
appreciate you guys coming on and hanging out with us. We appreciate everyone in the chats that came through and that are still with us.
Go do it now.
Exactly.
Go do it now.
Yeah, it was definitely awesome having you guys on here, man. We wanted to sit here and get you guys out here and on the show and everything. And quite a bit of people know who you guys are already and everything, but hopefully get to get you out there more. And
yeah, we always appreciate the support.
Yeah, definitely get to learn more about you guys and everything, and about you guys personally, and then kind of how you with the podcast and how you got that going and everything. So it's pretty cool, man. We definitely thank you guys for coming out here and being a part of it. It was a great interview for sure.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it, brother.
Appreciate you. The Morphs family over there, John, Jamie, and Jason.
Yep.
It's a great show, guys. Good to hear more about these guys as guests. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yep. That ain't no lie. That's facts right there, John, from Morphs. And then John from Mission Morphs. Good night. Peace, everyone. Gonna crash. Lots to do tomorrow. Hope everyone has a great weekend to a blessed 2026. Thank you.
Appreciate you, John.
Yeah. We got 3 weeks left of this year, roughly 3.5, something like that. So make the best of this year. Enjoy it. Keep grinding. Keep pushing hard. Feeding those snakes. Getting those locks in. Everything. I mean, even just getting closer. Even with some pairings, if they're not pairing up yet. Hey, keep feeding them and getting them, up to size. But we definitely appreciate everybody coming out. I do want to run a commercial.
Yep.
Where is it? Let me find.
Yeah, shout out to John from Mission Morphs real quick. He gave us a 25% off for the baby 2025 babies, and we're still waiting on for the lady to get back with us. So appreciate you, John.
Cool.
Nice. That's awesome. Here's a Vision commercial.
There we go.
Mark with Vision here. We're showing off the new Visionarium. See a couple examples here. These are going to be a new product from us coming out hopefully the end of the year. It is modeled off our V35 and V70 tub, 3x height. So we're doing about 15 inches on this. You'll have options for doors on one side or up to all 4 sides on each of the tubs. We got vents on the front and the back. You will have options for windows as well if you just want that instead of the doors. We'll have perforated options and glass options. This was the V35. This is going to be the V70, so you get a little bit bigger option. We have a bearded dragon set up here and a pixie frog in this one. Show a little bit of versatility of using it for a desert species versus tropical. We have lids that are built in as well. These are going to have options for your lighting. These are going to be a halogen light or an LED light, and they will snap into the lid. C5 lighting, other UVB and halogen lighting options. Options will be available for misters, temperature probes, and fans, depending on what the customer wants.
www.visionproducts.us. We appreciate it, Mitzi. You're awesome. She always gets that in there.
Hey,
Yeah,
And
awesome.
also,
I
Go
love
ahead.
those Vision racks, bro. Oh my god, bro, that's fire.
yeah, they're really nice, man. And they got so many products that they're always putting out and everything. So, man, they've got these new like little plastic cages that they put out, like tarantulas or little lizards or geckos or whatever. Like, they're pretty cool. And like I said, they're producing stuff all the time. It's awesome, everything that they're putting out. So shout out to them, and also shout out to our other sponsor, Husbandry Pro. Put in RWO HP60 and you'll get a 60-day free membership to use it. It's pretty awesome. Check them out and you'll like it. You can sit there and check the feedings when you fed your snakes, all that good stuff, pairings, everything that you got going. So definitely take advantage of that 60 days. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it for that. We definitely appreciate everybody that came out and watched this. You guys are all awesome. Shout out to USART. Again, everybody that, excuse me, that came out and watched this, you guys are all awesome. We appreciate you guys. We couldn't do it without. Make sure that you stay tuned, because I'm thinking probably next week I'm going to have to start doing this. Next week, if you guys want to come in for, I don't really think we're doing like a raffle thing. It'll be kind of similar, but we're doing something else that we got planned. So for this to work, I'll have to kind of do this in an advanced type thing. So in a few weeks, me and will be having a giveaway that we do. So again, we'll need you guys to kind of come out so that we could work this in with our plan for you guys. If you want to be able to play, it's going to have to kind of work in an advanced, like I said, to get this to work. So we'll be letting you know more about it next week at that time, when we're kind of giving you the information of exactly what you got to do. And at that time, we'll probably have to be doing what we have to do with that. So again, we appreciate you guys. You guys are all awesome. Is there anything you got, Will?
I'll keep it short and sweet today, but just, make sure that you just keep that passion, keep that progression, and keep that positivity alive, and just love each other and just spread that good word of the community.
Heck yeah, definitely. Be kind to each other. You got anything, Shawn? In fact, let us know where we could reach you. Anybody can reach you guys too.
What's that?
Let us know how, like, anybody, how they can find you or whatnot also.
Oh yeah, so
TikTok,
if you want to get a hold of the Big Homie, you can send an email to the Big Homies channel 2025@gmail.com. You can also get a hold of either the Big Homies channel on Instagram at the Big Homies channel. You can also get a hold of SJS Exotics on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I think my daughter's running the Twitter Because I don't understand Twitter, so I just leave it be. But what I would say coming out is just treat everybody how you feel like you should be treated. And that's all you, if you just do that, I mean, it would be a nice, better world if everybody just treated everyone how they want to be treated. And yeah, just go with that.
100.
Definitely. I agree. Well said, Shawn. And you got anything, Mike?
Yeah, Shawn, he also has Palm Street there.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Mike.
You can reach me on Instagram, Morph Avenue. I have Palm Street. I have a few things listed on Palm Street. YouTube, the Big Homies channel. The Big Homies Breakdown Saturdays. The Big Homies Corner every other Wednesday. I'm not on the Transfers After Dark. That's Joe and Kat. Every other Wednesday that we're not on. But mainly Instagram. I'm starting to move over to Instagram over there, Morph Avenue. I think it's Morph Ave, AVE. That's probably about it.
Heck yeah.
And don't let anybody tell you can't do something. Dreams they do my brain's moving faster than my lips, but dreams they do come true. They will eventually. Just keep working on it, and like Will was saying, motivation. I just keep staying motivated and just go in the direction that you want to, not the direction that everyone else wants you to.
Yep.
I'll just keep that in mind, and like Brian Barczyk, be kind to somebody, and eventually we'll see you, another day. But don't let anybody tell you can't do it. If they do, just show them that you can. If there's a will, there's a way, and what is known is manageable. So that's all I got.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I joined the Army because my grandma told me I couldn't do it. Straight up.
Yeah, I was going to join the Marines and couldn't see at night. And, well, you can't do that. You're in the Navy ROTC. Yeah, I'm over 249 people. That's under me. But you can't see at nighttime. I couldn't join. So that's the only, that, and I can't drive. So, I mean, that's the only that and flying airplane. So
that could be a problem.
Other than that, I don't let anything else stop me.
No.
Heck yeah.
But dude, hey, look, dude, somebody's got big dreams of having a blind dude be their wheelman, bro, and that's where you're gonna come in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah, we appreciate you guys coming on and everything, man. You guys are awesome. So make sure that you give Big Mike and the Big Homie Shawn, these two guys, a follow and everything on YouTube and Instagram. Make sure tomorrow you come out to the Thunderdome, and then you also got Sipping with Serpents after that. And then you've got Edge of Panic the next day on Sunday. You've got Monday you have Carl. He does a live, I think, Instagram. And then Tuesday you got the LMK show. Wednesday you got the Morphs show. Thursday you got the RWO show, and then Friday you'll have this again. So we appreciate all you guys coming out. You guys are all awesome. Again, we appreciate you, Shawn and Mike. You guys rock. I hope everyone has a good one. Again, make sure you come back next week to find out more about what we're going on and everything for the giveaway. So we will catch you guys all later. Peace out.